Okay, I really enjoyed that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. That was fantastic. And I'm a big TMNT fan. I've watched everything TMNT. I've never finished the 80s cartoon. I finished the '03 one, 2012, and Rise. I've watched first three TMNT movies, the live action ones, the old school ones, the 2007 one, the Michael Bay one, which I barely remember, the Rise movie, and like other animated ones like the one with Batman, and enjoyed all of it. Also, I used to have the tape of the one where they were facing the dragon. It had the female turtle. But this movie is great on its own. For having the mutants be the center of it, not Shredder, until you know you see what you see after the credits. But I really enjoyed the villains, especially Superfly, which they were villains, but also not at the same time. Understandable motives and all, but also like the team, Donatello, Michelangelo, actually felt like teenagers, and people are right. I mean, other versions feel more like they in their 20s, more so going towards college than teenagers. These feel like teenagers. I mean, Rise kind of felt like teenagers too, but these felt like real teenagers, modern teenagers. Like April and how her situation kind of connected with theirs and how they were feeling about themselves, how she felt about herself, but also like the origin of the mutants with Doctor uh, Back Stockman, and his first mutant like, being a fly. You know, depending on the version you watch, you know what happens to him and why that the fly part matters. But yeah, and Master Splinter, voiced by Jackie Chan, who also fought like Jackie Chan. And it was funny that they had just another version where Master Splinter was a rat to begin with, not I'm forgetting his name, the master that turned into a rat. In 2003, he was already a rat, but he was his owner was the guy, and then in 2012 it was the guy became a rat. It goes back and forth on who their father's origin story. But either way, the animation though was fantastic. It was like 3D with models with someone who drew in it with like color pencils, especially like the silver when you get those specific kind of color pencils with the uh, what are they called? Sprinkles in it. I forget what it's called. Not confetti, but you know what I'm talking about. But it looked like that. Like this was drawn by actual teenagers in high school, and they didn't want to color it in all the way, so they would do that whole thing where you just do wiggly lines and then basically to fill it up without, so it don't look so super neat. And the way the lighting work, where it's like you drawing the lights with the color pencil instead of giving it movement. There's so many parts where it felt so you're inside it, but also like the background, so it's like you know static when it needs to be, like a color pencil drawn in the background, or yeah, color pencil slash kind of crayon when they did the crayon animation, but color pencils, a little bit of paint maybe, but mainly color pencils. I really enjoyed it. It was a great movie, and that leader of the task force being her name having Utron in it. I don't know if she's actually one, but they bring it in. Who, if they do another movie. I mean, kind of didn't win this last fight without the team. I mean more than just the turtles. It took more than just the turtles. And, I mean, they was getting whooped on before what happened to Superfly, before the mutation, but and the fly that was Superfly was called. I was wondering if he got turned back into a regular fly or not. But it showed, yeah. And April got her new story out there. They got to be accepted, but they still gonna have fights ahead. All in all, fantastic TMNT movie.